everyone, my name is Lương Thái. Do you think about these pictures? We are now college students and about to graduate from university and seek for a good job. This is an important step into the world, and although it's not irreversible, it's important to try to make sure that you find a job that suits and that you enjoy. My talk today is going to be divided into two main parts. Firstly, looking for a job. And secondly, writing application form. Now, let's start with first part.
Part 1. Looking for a job. There are many ways that you can look for work. The first and traditionally the best is newspapers and magazines. Papers will often run adverts for different types of jobs on different days. Find out which day is applicable to you for each paper. Another useful, for example, specialist industry magazines. If you can flexible and move house for a job, then use national newspapers and magazines. This will give you more choice for jobs. If you don't want to move or have a certain place in mind, it might also be a good idea to look in local papers or in local editions of the bigger papers. In some areas, especially the bigger cities, there are magazines of local jobs advertisements that are distributed free, often outside railway stations and major supermarkets. The second place to look for work is through an agency or job center. This can be very efficient as you are actually letting someone else do some of the job searching work for you. Mostly, agencies will get a fee from your prospective employer, so you won't have to pay anything either. Another place to look for work is the internet. This is become more and more popular, and many companies will also encourage you to complete online application forms. You can easily search for kind of work and location you want. Finally, if there is a particular company that you're interested in, you could also contact them directly and inquire about vacancies.
So, you found a job that you want to apply for. What next? Of course, writing an application form. Part 2. Writing application form.
The first, usually you phone the company and ask for an application form and a job description. The advert will often have a reference number, so make sure you have that handy when you call. Read the job description carefully. Is this the job you want? Could you do it? Okay, you have the form in front of you, either a paper copy or on your computer. Some good advice is to take your time and make sure that the information you give is specific to this job, not just general, and there are no spelling or grammar mistakes. Then, fill in all parts of the application form. Remember, don't leave blank. After you complete the form, most applications will also ask you to include a covering letter. This is the chance to try. Think carefully about the job and why you're the best person for it. Why are your experience and qualifications relevant, and what personal qualities do you have that would benefit the employer? Don't be the modest here, but don't lie. Finally, It's always a good idea to get someone you trust to look at your form before you post it. May a friend, a tutor, possibly even one of your parents. They might spot something that you haven't. Then send it off.
Well, that's about it for now. We talked about how to find a good job and how to write an impressive application form for the job. In conclusion, there are two basic and necessary steps for us to start a new career and an important first step for independent life later. I hope that my presentation will help you have some skills to get job. Thanks for listening.
Oh, what fun it is to ride